Is Jungkook being used by HYBE? ARMY shocked by the truth. Hello ARMY. In the glittering world of K-pop, where smiles light up the stage and perfection is the standard, there are shadows that rarely see the light. Stories that go untold. Behind every flawless performance lies a journey, one filled with sacrifices, pain, passion, and sometimes betrayal. This is the story of Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS. A name that now resonates across continents, filling stadiums and hearts. But today, armies are asking a painful question: is Jungkook being used? Is he nothing more than a tool for HYBE to profit from? The beginning of a dream. Jungkook's journey started in Busan, South Korea, a coastal city far from the blinding lights of Seoul. From an early age, he was drawn to music and dance. But more than that, he had a fire in his heart, a quiet determination few boys his age possessed. At just 13 years old, Jungkook auditioned for Superstar K, a Korean talent show that changed his life. Though he didn't win, his performance caught the attention of 7 major entertainment companies, among them were giants like HYBE, HYBE, and Starship. But the company he chose shocked everyone. Big Hit Entertainment, a virtually unknown agency at the time. His reason? One person, *RM star. Jungkook saw something in RM that made him believe in the dream they could build together. That decision would change the course of K-pop history. The trainee years, blood, sweat, and sacrifice. At an age when most kids are still figuring out who they are, Jungkook moved to Seoul alone. The life of a trainee was brutal. Early mornings, sleepless nights, strict diets, relentless dance and vocal training. There was no room for error, no luxury of failure. He was just a teenager, far from his family, learning how to navigate a world that demanded perfection. His only comfort? The bond he built with 6 other boys who, like him, were chasing the impossible. During these years, Jungkook cried alone. He questioned his decision. But he never gave up. Instead, he poured everything into becoming the best, because he believed in BTS, in music, and in himself. BTS rises, and so does the pressure on Jungkook. BTS debuted in 2013. In the beginning, they were dismissed by media, and mocked by the industry. They weren't from a big company, they didn't have powerful backing, and their message was different, raw, real, and rebellious. But slowly, things began to change. Fans started listening. The world began to notice. As the youngest member, Jungkook stood out. His stage presence, his dancing, his voice, it all seemed too good to be true. But what fans didn't see was the pressure he carried. He was the main vocalist, often the center of performances, and the one who took on the heaviest load on stage. He trained harder than anyone else, constantly pushing himself beyond limits. He refused to settle for good enough. Every step, every note had to be perfect. The world stage and the cost of perfection. As BTS skyrocketed to global fame, their schedules became relentless: world tours, award shows, interviews, studio sessions. The entire world now had its eyes on Jungkook. Every move he made was scrutinized, every mistake magnified. Still, he kept performing. When he injured his heel before a concert, he sat through the show in tears, apologizing for not being able to dance. When exhaustion hit, he kept pushing. When loneliness crept in, he buried it beneath his smile. He became known as the Golden Magne, perfect in every way. But no one is perfect. And no one should be expected to be. Solo debut, the beginning of a new struggle. In 2023, Jungkook finally made his long-awaited solo debut with the song 7. The track was an instant hit. It broke Spotify records, topped charts in over 100 countries, and became a viral sensation. But behind the scenes, fans noticed something troubling. Jungkook was doing all the heavy lifting, promoting the song on his own, explaining schedules, reminding fans to stream, handling live Q&As, all without visible support from his agency. Where was HYBE? How could their biggest artist be promoting one of the most successful solo debuts in K-pop history practically alone? The rumors, the silence, and the disappointment. Shortly after the release of 7, Jungkook found himself under media fire. Baseless rumors, invasive gossip, wild speculations, it all exploded online. But what was more shocking than the rumors was the silence that followed. HYBE, known for issuing legal warnings to protect other artists, remained quiet. No strong statement. No reassurance. No visible action. Jungkook, once again, was left to face it alone. ARMY raises its voice. The silence from HYBE sparked a fury within the fandom. Armies across the globe demanded answers. They launched petitions, created viral hashtags like #ProtectJungkook, flooded social media with messages of support, and questioned the agency's decisions. Why is Jungkook promoting alone? Why is there no protection when he's attacked? Why is HYBE so eager to use his fame, but so reluctant to defend him? These weren't just questions, they were cries from a fandom that felt betrayed. The unfair treatment and the feeling of being used. Meanwhile, HYBE heavily invested in promoting newer groups, lavish marketing budgets, prime TV appearances, global exposure. And while they deserve support, fans couldn't ignore the contrast. Jungkook, the artist who helped build the foundation HYBE now stands on, was being overlooked. Was it because he wouldn't speak up? Was it because they knew he'd stay loyal no matter what? ARMY started to feel that Jungkook's kindness was being taken for granted, that his silence was being mistaken for acceptance. Jungkook's heart, pure, sincere, and hurting. Despite everything, Jungkook remained gentle. He thanked fans, comforted them, sang for them, and never once complained about how he was treated. In a Weverse Live, he once said, "I don't want to trouble anyone. I just want to make you all happy." Those words broke ARMY's hearts. Because behind that soft voice was a boy who had given everything, and received too little in return. A love stronger than agency contracts. Now the movement is growing. ARMY is more than just a fanbase, it's a global force of love and loyalty. They are determined to protect Jungkook, not just as an idol, but as a human being. They're not asking for favoritism. They're asking for respect. They want HYBE to treat Jungkook the way he deserves to be treated, with care, with dignity, and with the same loyalty he's always shown them. A message to HYBE and the world. To the world, remember that behind the fame is a man with a heart. Jungkook isn't just an idol. He's a person. An artist. A dreamer. To HYBE, don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until he's too tired, too hurt, or too disappointed to continue. He built this empire with his voice, his body, his tears, and his youth. The least he deserves is to be protected. And to Jungkook, know this. You are not alone. The world may fail you, but ARMY never will. We see you. We hear you. And we will stand by you.